Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be reviewing Big City Greens Season 3 Episode 6B, and it's called Big Trouble. I called it Breaking Bad, but sorry, that was a mistake. It's called Big Trouble, and I need to go to sleep soon, so I'm going to make this review quick. Not quick, but sort of quick. Anyway, so let's get started. And I don't really like this episode too much because I mentioned before in the past with previous episodes where Tilly should have gotten in trouble or should have been grounded or should have gotten a punishment of some kind, but Tilly's been kind of left off the hook. And Bill really prefers Tilly over Cricket, and I don't know, it's kind of unsettling, especially with Cricket at the end, where Cricket learned that, oh hey, you get rewards when you're being a good kid, and being a good kid is actually a good thing. But Cricket just throws that all out the window by saying that you can do whatever you want and no one will care. I'm like, no, Cricket. Again, I know he's a mischievous, rambunctious boy. I know, but sometimes I just don't like Cricket when he acts like this. I like Grandma though. she was great this episode. But let's get started. So basically you have Bill, and he's like dusting the portrait. It's like a picture of the family. It's oh Tilly, my little angel. And then he kind of steps in some mud, and just mud all around him, and like even step backwards. So I'm like, how did you not notice I was there? Because it's like all over. Because immediately when he steps like an inch like next to him, he like basically slipping. How did you not see it? So that's the first point off. Because I'm like, okay, that's too ridiculous. How did you not notice that? And he obviously suspects Cricket because Cricket's the bad kid. And it's like, Cricket, how dare you? And he's like, what do you mean? That you got mud all over the place. He's all over the TV and the roof also, the ceiling. I mean, and he's like, I didn't do this. I swear. And until he just confesses, like, oh yeah, I did it because I gave Melissa the goat a mud bath, and then I taught her like tap shoe the lessons, and I realized I shouldn't have brought that together. And then Bill's like, Tilly, like, you did this? No, you couldn't have done this. And there was this weird thing where he kept on having like a reflex of punishing Cricket. And I'm like, oh, come on. Where he says, Cricket, go to your room. Okay, the first time it was kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, that was a reflex. I was like, okay, because Cricket's usually the bad kid. I kind of understand that. But he's like, Cricket, Cricket. And like he's like, resist. I'm like, really? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I thought it was too much. I thought that was a bit too much. But he does eventually say, like, Tilly, I just cleaned the house. Dirty animals are not supposed to be in the house. And especially since Tilly has a really good connection with the animals, why on earth would she do this? It's really weird. It feels kind of forced. Because, again, this is just a theory that is in my head. Like, I don't know if it's true, and there's not really, like, much evidence going behind it. I just think that over the past episodes, people kind of been maybe it's just me complain that Tilly never gets in trouble for the bad things that she does. That, well, I guess like non-perfect things, like I guess you can say. So they just made an episode all about Tilly being in trouble. The right thing would have been done when she did the bad thing. Then she gets punished. It kind of reminds me of Sprig from that. What was the episode in Amphibia? Grubhub. Grubhub. The Grubhog Day, where I kind of wish Hop Hop grounded Sprig, because Sprig, yeah, I know, yes, Hop Hop did like force the job onto Sprig, but Sprig did kind of agree to it in the end. And Sprig, this wasn't a hard thing to do. I know you miss a fun day at the fair, but you have a fun adventure with Anne like every day. Like your experience with Human, with their new sister, your new best friend, like, like you basically do that like every day. So like yeah, I know the fair's like once a year, but just do it next year. So like this wasn't that was so, spoilers, go watch my review on that. It wasn't really like a hard thing to do. I kind of wish Hop Hop would have grounded Sprig, and that was really the only time this happened. But Tilly, it's not like every time, but kind of multiple times. It kind of like Tilly kind of should have been kind of punished there, but whatever. We're getting a full episode about it now. And then the Tilly, go to your room. At least Bill handled it, like at least did it. And she's like, has a like, oh, this is bad, Tilly. You were my perfect angel. It's like ranting through her head. I like Tilly because she's really dramatic. She's like, we. I thought I was supposed to be an angel, but angels don't do bad things, and angels don't disappoint their papas. But if I'm not good, I must be a bad thing. I like how she talks to her stuffed animals like, oh, Mr. Wrinkles, don't turn away from my evil transformation. And he's like, I'm a bad kid now. And I like how Cricket just has a camera. I'm waiting for Tilly's descent. That was a bit funny. And he's like, oh, if I know Tilly, she'll never do something bad again. Your kids are not gonna be perfect, Bill. I don't understand. Anyway, she just kicks the door. I like her outfit. It looked pretty cool. Bad kid, cool. And and obviously Cricket's like, oh, he's like, oh, Tilly do something bad, and she drinks out of a milk carton. It's like that, like old school bad kid thing to do. Don't do it. Like get a glass. And Bill says like, no, no, no. Bill, calm down. And Cricket's really impressed, and Bill's like, like, and here's another weird thing with Bill. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense why he didn't tell Cricket, but he's like, who am I supposed to give this special privileges to now? And Cricket's like, wait, what? Oh, like, yeah, Tilly would be a good kid. She would behave, and I would give her like rewards, like an extra hour of like TV time or on the internet or something, or playing with the animals, like doing or reading a book, like doing something that she would want to do. Like, wait, when you do good things, you get good rewards. It's kind of weird that Cricket's never heard this from his father or his mother, or even from Tilly before. Even Gloria probably maybe even heard of it, or Grandma. It's kind of weird, like at least from someone. Cricket should have heard it from someone, but so and Bill just leaves off like, and Cricket's like, what? So Cricket's gonna try to be a good kid, which is progression, but think something happened in the end, but whatever. What happens next? Oh, I like how this is like an Andromeda episode. It's not Andromeda really focused, but I like how Tilly goes to her best friend. Thank you. I guess you could say this is the Andromeda episode for season 3. Season 1 we had Gargoyle Gals and Sleepover Sisters. I think those were 2 episodes, right? Yeah. Gargoyle Gals and Sleepover Sisters, and season 2 it was Clubbed. I called the Andromeda episode because there was no other season 2 episode that was focusing on Andromeda. She was just background. What was it, like that T-ball game, and when Cricket was trying to fool his dad about the whole aliens thing, Cricket got Andromeda because he's also friends with her too. Not best friends, but he's also friends with her. So So this is like the Andromeda episode, I guess. Oh, I keep on forgetting to do this. Like, who's like the main character of the episode? I mentioned from time to time that I would forget like doing this. So yeah, so this is a Tilly, Andromeda, and Cricket episode, because Tilly Andromeda is the A plot and Cricket is the B plot. And in the first half, I would say, yeah, I guess I would say really just Cricket's like the main character because we really focus on like him most of the time. So like he's like just like the main character, like he's A plot. Okay. Anyway, so I like how Tilly goes in drama like, oh, the drama's like, oh, what are we doing? It's like, oh, I'm peer pressuring you to be a bad kid like me. I'm done being good. And she's like, oh, I've never been peer pressured before, but since you're my best friend, let's do it. It's a classic kid thing to do. Like, I mean, it's not good to do it, but man, I didn't expect it really any less, really. Especially since the drama was really easily tricked about the whole gargoyles thing. It kind of makes sense. Let's see. I like Andromeda's outfit also. I'm not sure which one I like better, but both are really good. Bad, I guess. And they were trying to do like different things that are bad. It's like, what was the first thing? Oh, someone got like a lousy haircut. I didn't like it. And he's like, oh, hey, dude, I really like your hairstyle. No, you're lying. You're a liar. Oh, yeah. And it's like, you know what? But since now you actually said that you liked it, even though he knows that it's a lie, she literally said it was a lie, you give me self-confidence. I mean, okay, Enjoy your haircut, dude. Thumbs up. Like, for self confidence. And then this one was kind of weird. Tilly obviously put like gum on the sidewalk. This lady is wearing heels, and pff, the gum got stuck to it, and the guy catches her, and he's really ripped, and he's like, "Oh, I know we just met," and later, but will you marry me? And I was like, "What?" And Tilly's like, "You sucked on my gum. Aren't you at least mad?" He's like, "What?" And she obviously says yes because he's a hunk, and like she's like, "Oh, since you helped us get engaged, here's an invitation." I, I know it's a kid show and it's meant to be funny. I just thought that was like a little too out there. Like, how do you have the invitations? I know it's a joke like, oh wow, I can't believe they're already getting married, but I can accept the whole proposal thing because people like in different states with like casinos and restaurants and even sometimes graduations where they would get proposed and then will easily get married to like their quote unquote true love, I guess. So that I don't really like, I'm not mad about, but the whole how do you have the invitations? Like, you know what I mean? I'm even willing to accept the engagement ring because maybe he bought that and just hoping to find someone and he just happened to have it in his pocket. Like, so did she have the invitations in her pocket? But why would she offer it to Tilly if if it wouldn't like have like a name? Hmm. I might come back to that later. I can't dwell on it for too long. Anyway, let's see what else. So and then Drama's like, oh hey Tilly, when are we gonna stop being bad? Like this has been fun, but kind of getting bored a little bit. And it's like, what do you mean? I'm not pretending in drama. I don't know what you're doing, but I need to take it to the next level. Oh, I also forgot that they named their crew the Monarch 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 butterflies. And when I hear Monarch, I immediately think of miraculously Bug the villain for season question mark. Because in case you watch the show, I'm not gonna spoil what season it is. You have to go watch the show for yourself or look online, I guess. So yeah, Monarch. What season? Anyway, I mean, I know. Anyway, besides that, so I'm with the drama. Like, why are we called that? And she's like, it's because we're poisonous to birds. I guess I learned a new fact. Monarch butterflies are poisonous to birds. It reminds me of that flashback episode where I learned that ladybugs eat aphids. I remember that episode back in season 2. So, wait, what episode was Family Legacy? Was that season 1 or season 2? I believe it was season 2, but I could be wrong. Anyway, what else? And so she's like, and they brought Melissa. They gave her an outfit. I think Melissa's my least favorite because she's a goat, so it doesn't really kind of fit her well. But besides that, so is it okay, girls? Time to take it to the next level. What do you mean? We're gonna steal, and they go back to the what was it called, the Splish and snack, and it's not the same guy. It's like a girl who just works there, and it's pretty cool because Cricket got banned, but not Tilly. So Tilly's back allowed there, and I like the reference to Telltale Heart, but because even Tilly kind of goes to Andromeda for advice, kind of saying like, Andromeda's like, Tilly, this isn't like you. Is it well? I'm not good kid Andromeda because my papa said it wasn't, which is horrible. And but if I'm not a bad kid like you say you are, if this isn't me, what am I? Who am I? I don't know anymore. You can tell Tilly's kind of going through a kind of a crisis, and Andromeda wasn't prepared for the situation. So kind of like in a kid reflex, she just runs away. Because I don't know what to do. So that's kind of messed up that Andromeda left, but she can only take so much. She just thought this was like a game. But Andromeda's kind of thinking like, oh no, I'm kind of losing my friend. So she's like, I need to conceal something in my pocket. And obviously, it's a dispenser that it has a heart on it. She takes it, and she's like, talking to someone, and the cashier person lady, and she just runs out. He said, she said, we're just browsing. And said, oh, I have no need to shop at your establishment. I forgot my goat. And they just leave. She passes grandma. Grandma's knitting. Oh, I forgot about the B plot where Cricket made Grandma T, and he's snuggling with Alice, and then Bill's like, "Oh, Cricket, I should have judged you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have judged you before about wrecking the house, and I shouldn't judge you now. So, you're being a good boy. So, you're free to do whatever you want for the rest of the day." And Cricket's like, oh, "Get to do whatever I want." And so, Tilly comes back, and then I even like how Gloria was in here for like a second, and Gloria didn't mean anything, but where Gloria's like, "Oh hey girl, I kind of like your outfit. Like, did you rob a rock band?" And obviously the telltale heart where Tilly's sweating, she's getting nervous. It's because she's never done this before. She doesn't want to do it, but she did it. And she's kind of saying that, like, "Oh Gloria, maybe you are the robber. You're the thief that robbed of the what was it, like the brains of a crazy person." And she goes in, and and she's hearing like a loud bump bump noise, and she's looking at the heart, and it's getting out of control. She can't take it anymore. She runs out of the house. She goes back to the convenience store, tells the lady, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I just saw this." She's like, "Thank you for bringing it back. Shouldn't she be punished?" And then she goes back home, but she didn't say anything, so it makes sense why Bill and Alice, and obviously Nancy not here in this episode, but also Gloria, because they don't really know what's going on. And I like what Alice says to Tilly when she comes back, and when she clears of the makeup and the new wardrobe. But that lady should have done something. Yeah, because I don't think Tilly left in a hurry. Did she? I'm sorry, I kind of in a rush and kind of remembering things properly. But she's like, on the floor and stuff, and and Alice is like, "Oh, time for more snuggling with Grandma time because I did with Cricket. Now I'm doing it with you." And I even like the animation with like the wind and Dirtbag sleeping, and she's just like, "Oh, hey Tilly, I know you're kind of going through an identity crisis. I'm sorry about that." But you have to understand is that there's good and bad in all of us, and right and wrong. It's the morally gray areas. It's a mess, and humanity's a mess, and people are messy. And hey, to take a look at your mom, I did not like her. She admits like I did not like her, but now I'm better terms with her because she made plenty of mistakes. And the reason why I didn't like her because I thought she would be in danger to you and Cricket, even to Bill and me. So, but does that make her look like a bad person of the mistakes she made? And Tilly's like, "No." And Alice's like, "Yeah, see, and look at all those people here, like your papa, your mama, your brother, yourself. Like, you all made mistakes, but we're all good people because that's what makes us." Your flaws, that's what makes us human, which is good. She had to go and say, "Oh, except for that gorgeous lady," she's talking to herself, like, she's as perfect the way she is. No, you threw children in a movie theater. You are not perfect. I am not done harping on that. I'm sorry. No. No, you're getting better. You're getting better. Like, welcome into community, accepting big city and all that. But, you know. But and Bill's like trying to get through to Tilly, but he still thinks she's in her bad phase. And then Tilly's like, "Oh, my bad phase is over." Her phase only lasted like half a day, and well, I guess not half a day, like a whole day. And he's like, "Whew, thank goodness, I didn't think I would be able to handle it." But Tilly does say something. Oh, when I hit like my adolescence, like my teenage years, um well, adolescence is 12 and she's so 11. Is she 11 or 12? The ages are confusing. The only one I know for sure is that Remy's 10 years old because he had his birthday in season 2. Like seriously. Anyway. But when I hit 12 years old, oh, incoming, and then I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be fun." And then it's like, "Oh, like, I'm glad that my both kids are acting good." And Cricket's like, "It's good to do good things, so you can make a mess of it." And he does like a big mudslide and crashes through the window, gets the whole thing messy. Everyone's mad at him. He's like, "Okay." He even said, "I'm innocent," but he's like, "Okay, whatever. I'm gonna show myself to my room." Yeah, I definitely like the speech that Alice gives to Tilly. I like the Batgirl outfits. That's pretty funny. Cricket was funny, like a little bit. I even like the hairdo that Cricket did to please Grandma to make sure that she thought he was a nice boy. I thought that was pretty cool. Even Gloria, I thought she was good. Even the sparing that she was here. Andromeda, I thought great that she was here because this is the Andromeda episode, I guess you can say. Even going back to the Splishin snack, that's a new place, and we going back to that place. It's kind of like a market. It would make sense to go there, like So let's see. Like, what's the score? Let's see. 90. Hmm. I'm kind of torn between 65 and 70, but I don't think this is a good episode. Again, there's good moments. I even like Andromeda's in it, but mm, I'm gonna have to go with my gut with this one. It's 65%. Like it's just okay, which is really disappointing since like the first half was a 95. It was so fantastic, but you know, what are you gonna do? Like this is 65 D plus. Like it's okay. So let's see overall score. First half 95, second half 65. So 80%. I thought this was a great episode overall. Yep. Yeah, sorry, I was just going over the numbers again. Yeah, so first half fantastic, second half okay. Overall, great. I thought yeah, 80. Yeah, 80. It was great. Okay. So yeah, sorry if this was like a little bit fast paced, but I kind of wanted to get through this episode, for reasons. But yeah, everyone, yeah, sorry, I misspoke last time when I said it was called Breaking Bad. It's called Big Trouble. But everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys Saturday for Big City Green Season 3, Episode 7, which is Dependable slash the Deliverinator, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's number episode 7. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Saturday for that. Okay. Oh, wait. What was that? Sorry. So everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to go to check out my community posts and my mini reviews. And I'll see you guys on Saturday for Big City Green Season 3, Episode 7. And I'll see you guys then. Okay.